Doing intros is so hard. I can't seem to get, this is third time, but we're just gonna go with it. So I said today that I would do a video on doing SH courtesy lights in a base model. Now, in the description of this video, I linked the forum write-up that I used, which is a phenomenal write-up. I think it's honestly the only one. But there's no like corresponding video to it, and I'm not trying to do the corresponding video. I'm gonna walk you through it, but there's things I'm not gonna do, and I'll explain as I go along the video. So I think there was originally a Prelude power forum, and now it's a Canadian Prelude, whatever. It's in the description. So all this is gonna be kind of explaining how I did SH courtesy lights in a base model. Now, if you don't know what SH courtesy lights are, these guys right here. Now this is a base model, tan interior swap, but these come factory in the SH trim package along with a couple other parts. If you're unsure if a car you're looking at, you know, is an SH, look for courtesy lights. And back here, there's no third brake light, which I have the deck swapped. See? There's no third brake light piece back there. It's just flat. That's SH rear deck. So, I'm not going to be taking my door card off. I'll explain how to take door card off and everything, but I'm not going to do it. It's a 90s freaking Honda. I really don't want to risk damaging these door cards. I got lucky with this entire tan interior that it was pretty immaculate. And I don't need to take the door card off to explain how to do it. I'm really not going to be taking anything apart. But I want to be kind of just explaining everything and talking you through the process of the forum. Because I kind of had to reread it because I couldn't remember how I did it. So, the first thing you're going to do when you're doing SH courtesy lights, number one, you're going to need these. You're going to need courtesy lights. So, they came in, like I said, any SH. If you're at a junkyard and you're unsure if an SH, if you see one from a distance, there's a couple calling cards. The first thing is obviously these are OEM optional side skirts with street aero extensions, but on a base model, excuse me, they will have the factory, like base models, they have the gray little skirt. On SHs, it's paint matched. It'll be the exact same color as whatever the car is. It won't have, it'll have the same front lip, which is not one. Duh, there's none there. And then the factory rear little skirt thing. But the skirts that are normally gray will be color matched. That's honestly one of the biggest tells. The other tell is obviously courtesy lights, no rear third light, no third brake light inside the car. They will always have a wing. And that's, they'll say SH on the back. That's the other one. So if somebody is up badged or debadged, one that's at a junkyard or unsure, those are the tells is the skirts. The suspension front end is completely different. It'll also have HTS if you get really into it. The front end suspension, lower control arms, the radius rods, it's all different. I hate SHs, different conversation. So get a hold of some courtesy lights. They also came in, which the forum I tagged has kind of explaining a little bit of what they came in. I know that they came in early 2000s, so like 2005 and down Accords. Some had the courtesy light, and they're the same courtesy lights. Oh, it's kind of dark out here, sorry. You need the bracket that is on the back of them if you're not getting them from a Prelude. If you're getting them from an Accord, or if you just don't have SH door cards, you're gonna need the light housing, the bracket. You're also gonna need, so when you pull the lights off the car, there's gonna be two wires coming off the back, which is, your positive and neutral. Oh, sorry, ground. Sorry, positive ground. This is the car. You're gonna need that. If you do a junkyard pull and you pull the lights off, make sure you leave, I don't know, man, as much wire as you can when you cut. So, give yourself at least a good, foot of wire. I know that's overkill, but just have more than you need. You'd rather need it, not like have it, not need it. When I did mine, I actually used old harness. That's not. Yeah, there's some right there. I have engine harness wire and door loom wire from other cars. That's what I use to extend my wires and run inside the car, which I'll show you in a minute. Well, I'll show you where it is because I don't want to touch the plastics. It's getting cold outside, stuff's getting brittle. Other than that, you're just gonna need, make sure, number one, make sure you pull the correct lights. Again, There are part numbers to these lights. If you can find the part numbers, I'm sure you can cross-reference it to make sure it's the correct light. I know they came in Accords. They obviously came in Prelude SHs. So, my opinion, just get some SH door cards that have the lights already in them and save yourself the hassle of cutting them, because there is some weirdness with the cutting, which that forum will show pictures of. I was going to show you one of my extra door cards, but they're in my storage unit and I forgot to grab them to this video. Poor planning on my part. The door cards have actually a mark on the back of them, so, you know, on these, hang on, let me just kind of show a little bit. On the backs of the door cards here, on the base model, this courtesy light's here, there is actually a cut piece, well, kind of an outline back here of where the courtesy light goes. The outline is bigger than the light. If you cut out the full outline, your hole's gonna be too big and you're gonna have janked up your door cards. The outline is for the whole entire unit piece to position. It doesn't actually show you where to cut. The forum that I'm gonna tag, the guy in there has a diagram. He has one, a template that is, besides, I have not used it. Again, these were SH door cards that I got to do this. But some people have used his diagram, his template, and it works perfect. Just don't jank up your door cards. Take measurements, because, you know, unless you can extra door cards, you get one shot. You know, if you know how to take door cards off, that's awesome. If not, it's really simple to take a door card off of these cars. The first thing you're going to do is, you know, there's a screw right here behind this little flappy. There's a screw here. Yes, I have tape there. There's a screw there, which you're going to take this piece off first. You take the screw out and it just kind of slides and pops out, and then you're going to undo the little metal latch for this. Pop this out right here, this guy, and make sure that screws out. And then there's plastic clippies all around this, but this is the part that's going to be annoying for some people. So behind this right here, this is your speaker, right? There are screws holding in the speaker, and there's going to be these little deep pockets here. This is where your actual mounting screws are for the card. Now, I can't see your car, okay? These cars are from the 90s, man. People put weird speakers with weird adapter rings and everything in there. So, it's possible that those deep cuts are not where your screws are to hold the door card on. They could be potentially one of these screws. I don't know. Obviously, I can't see your car. If it's untouched, these are the mounting screws in here. Down in this deep hole, there'll be Phillips screws. Back in here, that's the door card. You just 3 of them. I always take my speaker out anyway, because it's just in there. Just take it out. It's easy. It's 3 screws and 2 like spade clips. Once you get that off, after that, you know, the door card, if you don't have to put these back on, it's just kind of a slide forward, and then it just kind of, they just kind of pop on. Yeah, okay. Door card will swing out, and then you lift it up, and that's it. Undo the harness, and you're good. On the backs of these, there are going to be 2 wires. Really should have wrote this down. Again, follow what the forum says on the color coding, because I don't remember offhand. The wires run up here. Oh, this is the driver's side. Driver's side is way more complicated, so I'm just going to explain it first, and then the passenger side is way easier. So, mine is ran up through here, okay? Can't really tell, but that's not it. Those are not it. Those are just really bad speaker wires that this car had, and I just haven't done anything with them yet. So, I ran them through the little, you know, the little rubber boot inside the car, and ran them all the way up here. Actually, I wonder if they're here. I don't know if I have them covered up or not. I don't actually remember where my splices are. Okay, there is part of my wiring right there. Okay, yeah, so I ran my wiring. I don't really want to pull this card off because these crack really easy. I did what the forum said, and this is your door switch right there. You know, you push this, here's like goes off. See? Yeah. You pull this out, and the wires for this are behind it. There's a little screw right there. Undo that screw, pull it out. The wires for it are behind it. Again, follow the forums right up on the wiring, because again, I don't remember it offhand, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get it wrong for you guys. The forum is, you know, I'm just doing this video kind of to just. It's hard to know where someone's talking about when it's. Sorry, getting that stupid weather stripping on. a write-up, so I'm just kind of showing you where things are. Just follow that direction. There we go. My wires are ran all the way up here, as you just saw them a second ago. They run in and they're T-tapped behind here with like the little blue alligator clip things, the little like just, you know, T-taps that splice into a wire behind here. I hate those, but they work in this situation. They're back in this area. Again, follow the write-up because I don't know what colors. There's a couple different colors that the lighting could be, the wiring for the lights could be. So the write-up, the form kind of has a little bit of like, if it's this color, it's this, or it could be this and this. I know one wire is going to be green and a color, and the other one is going to be blue and a color. I'm like 80%, 90% positive. But again, read the form write-up and check your coloring. If you get it wrong, I mean, just, you know, flip the wires, but you know. So on this side of the car, again, light switch, that's how the courtesy lights work. I ran them up, same concept from here all the way up, which, and you're probably thinking, these are SH cards, why did I have to run the wire? This is not an SH car. Now, I probably could have just swapped over a door harness, and then it probably would have plugged in up here, and it would have been fine, everything would have matched up, it would have been all right. I didn't think about that at the time. I didn't, I just ran the wiring because it's wiring, it's easy. And just did that because it's a base car, so the harnesses aren't exactly the same, so you kind of have to work with it. Again, same concept, speaker off, the three screws. Again, I can't really see your car, so I don't know how your speakers get to be set up. This is how the factory one is. Again, same as the other side, nothing special. Take that screw out, take that screw out right there. It's the same. My speaker thing is being real. There we go. Again, take this out, pull this out, metal bar goes in the back. There's a little plastic clip. You just kind of pop it. It's annoying. If this is your first time doing it, you're gonna hate it, but you'll get used to it after a while. Careful with these. You don't want to break these. But little plastic like hook. You kind of pop it off and spin it. The freeze. This comes out. Again, screw. Little clippy up here. Door card up, out of the way. Harness unplugged. Wires are ran. Same thing as before. Here, all the way up. Again, ran them through my little rubber boot right here. Ran it up inside the car. And I don't really know if I can show you because I hate taking this kick panel off. But behind up in here, actually I think I did them in here. Let me check in here real quick. It could be right there. Yeah, okay, they're not. They are, yeah, okay, I did with the form. Okay, so they're up here. There are wires up here in this kick panel area that are the wires for the door, the light. Oh man, my carpet's all janked up. There are wires, the wires for this run up through here, and I just T-tapped into them up here, and then taped them because you want them to be, you know, nice and secure, so that way there's no leaky, no water. Leaky. This isn't gonna leaky, it's silly. Sorry, my car's filthy, but and then, you know, once again, the form has a really good color coding description of how the wiring is going to be. Again, if you pulled them from an Accord versus a Prelude, the colors on the backs of the wires are going to be slightly different. As long as whatever color goes to this, if you extend the wires, okay, you know, if you take the green, which, you know, there is always a green wire. There's, like I said, there's two. One's always green. I think the other one's blue and white. Take the green wire. If you extend that green wire with a red wire, that red wire is now your green wire at that end, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you know, kind of obvious, but I just want to reinforce that. And that's pretty much it, man. Once you get them hooked up, yeah, they do just go off. They don't stay on. But yeah, that's them. These are the blue ones I just got off eBay. They're just bulbs, man. They're just like they kind of look like fuses. They're like the long, little round ones, like old school fuses. That's it. Once you get them in, hooked up, it's real easy, dude. It probably takes, I think this took me like 2 hours to do, but then I did it like 2-3 years ago. No, I'm kidding. I did it more like, that's probably been like 2 years. Probably 2 years at least. that I did it. As long as everything matches up, you're fine. It's nothing crazy. And then you have SH courtesy lights, yay! Base model doors, cut at your own risk. Use that guy's template, because apparently it's fantastic. Measure like 15 times and then cut once. You don't want to cut it a bunch of times, it's gonna look stupid and you can't take it back. Always cut less than you need because you can't take it back if you cut too much. That's it. That's SH courtesy lights. I'm sorry I really didn't take the plastics off. It's getting kind of chilly here. And I can already tell the plastics are getting kind of brittle. And I really don't want to break those, because I don't have those pieces. I have other pieces, I don't have those pieces. It's gonna be different where everybody wires their, you know, T-taps the wires in. I tapped them in again in the passenger side kickwell. And then here, by the switch. It's kind of wherever you're gonna, you know, wherever you find the wire is easiest to, is easily accessible. That's where you're gonna use the T-tap in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I think I have a set here, or at least one I can show. Yeah. It's these things right here. These things. This is what I'm talking about T-taps. Because you literally put one wire in, the one, clip it down, and it's tight. And then throw some tape over it, and you're good to go. That's it. It's a very straightforward video. It's a very straightforward video. Wow. It's a very straightforward process. It's easy. You just need I'd give yourself probably like 2-3 hours. You can do it. If you want to cut the wire and solder in and tap in, I respect that. Always solder your connections. Always solder. Always heat shrink. Always solder, heat shrink. Stop using spade connectors. Stop it. But this is a different situation, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to get a soldering gun in there with solder and everything. So I'm kind of rambling on now at this point, but you get the premise of the video. Again, forum in description. Follow that forum. I don't want to change or reiterate anything that guy did because it is perfect. It's perfectly written. I just kind of wanted to give kind of a video example of what he's talking about. So I did not cut my door cards again. I didn't. They're SH cards that I have. Just please measure a whole bunch. If you jack your door card up, and you're gonna have to find another one. Which I have 2 base model ones. Just throwing that out there. But that's all I got. I'm gonna try to start getting back into regular content again. I'll have a 3D print update probably Thursday, maybe Thursday, of the product I'm making. I'll have at least one version of it where I can show you what I'm talking about. I should hopefully have it done today, but you know. Yeah, and that's it, man. So that's kind of my talk through of it. Enjoy. Do it at your own risk, please. Make sure you have everything you need first. Make sure you have plenty of wire just in case. Make sure you have lights. Make sure you have the bracketing. Make sure you pull it from the right car, the whole 9, and then you're gonna be set. And again, I'll tag the forum in the description, and you can go from there. You know, enjoy, have fun, and that's all I got for you. So I will see you guys next week or later this week. I'll have a little update. So good luck, enjoy, have a good day, guys.